find this crowbar thing. God damn it.
Oh.
I think I died.
I didn't see what happened, but the reaction was great.
No, she was in the fucking hallway, that bitch.
The deep breath wasn't me. Oh, okay. Well, somebody took a deep breath. It was like, and I'm like,
hey guys, how's it going? So I was thinking while we were waiting for the actual event to start, because we still have like 12-ish minutes, we could just hang out and play some puzzles and spells and hang out. So right now we do have Tipsy in the chat with us. If anybody wants to pop into Discord to be able to like talk with us, that's awesome. You're more than welcome and we would be happy to have you here. But otherwise we chillin'. How's everybody's day going? Hi Adam, hi Grace. I'm trying really hard to beat this dang puzzle and it's really hard and it's frustrating. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat it this round. I might not be able to beat it any round. That might be the state that we're in right now. Let's see. You got, I don't know that I got this, Grace. I don't know. Thinking maybe no. Just maybe. Try this. We can't let Bellatrix get to the top, otherwise she blocks off a bunch of our blocks. And it makes it like impossible, pretty much, to...
That sure made sense.
It should have made sense. It didn't make sense. Why didn't it make sense?
He blocks off our block.
Yeah, she blocks off the blocks. You know.
Yep.
Adam knew what I meant. Grace knew what I meant. They understood.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they did. I'm gonna judge you.
Why are you judging me?
Well, I can. You signed up for this for free.
I did get it, Grace. You were right.
Yay!
That was lucky.
I did it. Great.
I did it. I did. I didn't think I was going to, but Grace believed in me. I didn't believe in myself, but Grace believed in me. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need is Grace to believe in you. Luck had nothing to do with it. You got skills. I do not. Am I gonna have to do it again? That bar's not full. Shit. Alright, we gotta try and do it again. This is my 3rd time having to beat this puzzle. What is our best course of action here? Not great. Not great. It's hard.
I know something else that's gonna.
Tipsy, behave.
I am being here.
Behave.
I'm restricted on the stream now. I can't be here. I gotta go.
You don't gotta go. Don't lie to the people.
I gotta go.
Don't lie.
Gotta go.
Stop being a liar.
You're a liar.
You know what happens when you're a liar? Your pants catch on fire.
I'm trying to die anyway.
It's true. These are the facts. These are the facts as I know them. Does she have a basketball game tomorrow? I got a basketball game tomorrow. No. Great, Grace, you know better. Tipsy doesn't have a basketball game tomorrow, but I do. We all know that I am a...
break people's ankles in different ways. How they've been basking.
Oh, that's aggressive. Why are you trying to break people's ankles? That's aggressive.
Break your phone.
That doesn't sound nice. Like, I already have ankle problems. It'd probably be real easy for you to break my ankles. So it'd be great if you, like, didn't
I'm
break
surprised
them.
you haven't broke your own ankles.
Shut up! What do you mean by that?
Clumsy ass.
I'm offended.
You remember the time in the hotel room where your pants got stuck?
We don't need to talk about anything. Don't be rude. Oh, Bellatrix is gonna get to the top. She's gonna get to the top, this bitch.
Oh, what was funny is I did that before, but my pants didn't get stuck. I just kind of fell. It was great. Great time. I'm glad you weren't in there for it.
I wish I was, so that way I could make fun of you. Only because you make fun of me.
Yeah, because you give me content to make fun of you.
Yeah, but I don't have content to make fun of you, so...
Yes, you fucking do. You make fun of me a lot.
Nuh-uh, I never make fun of you. I am so kind and so thoughtful.
Yeah, okay, so when I fuck up on a word or something, you don't laugh at me, right?
No, I help you.
You have. There is proof out there.
I help you with the word.
No, you do not. You laugh at me and maybe you help me with the word. You can laugh at me though.
Shana tries to be intimidating. I've broken people's ankles before, but really she means she broke her own. So, like, I've never broken my ankle. I've just sprained it a lot.
Broke her ankle?
And tore the ligaments in it. That was a thing.
She broke it. Don't let her fucking lie to you.
What happened to the Shana Leigh that didn't lie? All I hear are lies right now. Grace, how could you? How could you put that evil on me?
Oh. See,
Not a
Grace
liar.
knows. Grace knows you make fun of me.
I would never.
Grace be known.
How dare you? How dare you guys team up on me on my own
Grace be
channel?
known.
How dare you?
But while y'all are here,
how dare you? How many people are streaming about Hogwarts Legacy right now? That's what I want to know. I'm curious.
oh, y'all, your Hogwarts friends.
There's a lot of people co-streaming right now. Yeah, all my Harry Potter friends are streaming on YouTube today, so I'm on ZeTwich. And I'm just gonna re-upload it to YouTube. I might edit it and then re-upload it to YouTube. I don't know, maybe I should do an introduction just in case I do. Did I do that? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You guys get a live introduction. Are you ready for this? Hold on, let me change the song.
My name is Shana, and I do random shit, mostly just Hogwarts shit.
That's not the introduction, but I like it. I like it.
All. I just do
Hello, interwebs, and welcome. Tipsy shush.
I run around with a fake wand and yell,
It's not fake, it's real. It's real. Hello, interwebs, and welcome back. I'm Shana, and the source of my life and stories and interesting opinions and whatever else I feel like. And today, we are back, but today with Hogwarts Legacy content. The PlayStation State of Play for Hogwarts Legacy is happening today in 3 minutes, and I know I am super excited. I can't talk, it's fine, don't worry about it. Excited. And we have Tipsy here, we have Grace, we have Adam in the chat, we are live streaming, and we are hosting an event in Discord so we can all talk about it together. And I'm probably gonna edit this for YouTube, so you might be seeing the edited version now. But if you're not seeing the edited version and you're getting an intro in the middle of a stream that I'm just re-uploading to YouTube, then it is what it is. So, yay! There we go. There we go. Brendan, what up, Claw? Exciting excitement, exactly. I think it's exciting excitement. We're playing some puzzles and spells while we're waiting. Because why not? Listen, I don't judge you for your addictions.
Yes, you fucking do.
I do not. How
you fucking judge me for everything I fucking do. If I breathe wrong, you judge me.
I would never. How dare you?
Baby, over there. Can you stop breathing? That whole fucking weird.
Listen, can you just like hold your breath? Hold your breath.
Can you just stop living for me? Thank you.
What level are you? I will check in a second. I might be 23. That sounds about right. I started like actually playing after Wizards ended. That's not the direction that I pulled that bomb, but alright, cool. I hate when it does that. I'm not gonna beat this one. It's okay. So, you know. What, puzzle number 200 and something? I'm on 200 and something. Brendan, do you play puzzles and spells? Do you need a club? Do you want to change clubs? We have room in my club if you would like to join.
Oh my god, you want to be a part of my club?
Join my club.
It's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool club.
Hydration
station, choo choo.
Quickie.
Do we have an initiation ceremony?
We could. Hi, Sir Abs. Hi, Steph.
Yeah, well, you have to kill one stupid person to get in.
Tipsy killed Umbridge.
Well, Tipsy's in, like Flynn. Killing stupids. She's killing the stupids.
What the heck you watch?
A State of Play. on four different streams. Don't F with me right now, but I love you, but I got too much going on.
Let me know about Hogwarts Legacy.
I will see several things about 20 minutes worth of things on Hogwarts Legacy. Now don't disturb.
I'm so excited.
Unless I have something else that's...
No, there's nothing else important for the next an hour. Sorry. No. Don't. See, that's right. Don't disturb Mom, or else she's gonna.
There's nothing more important than what is happening right now.
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
There's literally like streams going all over my house right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. James is on one. Zillman's on another one. Lynette's on another one. And Magus is on another one. And I got you on Discord.
Let me give you the multi-stream link that Lynette set up. It might make your life a little bit easier. Here you go. Lynette set up a multi-stream link for YouTube. I'm the only one on Twitch today, so...
Oh, God.
There you go. There's the multi-stream link.
It might make it a little easier.
Probably. Alright, so all of that is up. Why are none of their...
monogamy.
Oh, there we go.
And Magus was going to get something and he was going to be right back.
Oh! 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 Is it starting? Is it starting? Are we starting?
This is it.
Oh! Excellent. Excellent. I'm so excited. Cooper! I love it. My laugh. You're crazy, Cooper. I love you, though.
Oh my
Playing
god, that
Candy
was
Crush with Harry Potter stuff slapped on, basically. Is this stream lagging for anybody else? Or is it just...
Wait, that looked like goblins.
In-game footage, work in progress. Footage featured contains a mix of gameplay and game cinematics, some footage, camera angles adjusted, trailer use.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
The school
Welcome
so
to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizardkind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
Oh,
when you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Okay, yeah, I can't do it. I gotta just have one stream.
Please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this
like
will
I'm
be a
missing
crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
You may begin.
Not bad for a beginner.
Why
One of the most
is it lagging?
challenging and
What is going on?
You'll meet your professors and learn to...
I think
You'll
that's
be
on
able
their
to
end.
explore
They
the
took some
castle
lag with
famous
the
for
one
its
the other
secrets,
week, too.
enchantments,
Yeah, I remember
and
when we
mysteries.
were watching the one. Like, what?
Yeah.
They're a massive
I
company.
think that's
how
Discover
they
dungeons and
lag
secret
on
passageways.
streaming.
I think it's because there's so many people.
as well as challenging
They had
puzzles
on
that will
their
require
personal
magical skill
stream,
and a clever
Yeah,
mind
they
to
had
solve.
almost 50,000 people.
Yeah.
They had
You may even
31K
find yourself in
people
iconic
at 4
locations
o'clock
you've
waiting.
never been able to explore before.
So their personal stream might be bogged down, but it happened the last time they did that.
It's the
too.
late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be
I
familiar,
don't think it's us because it happens.
most of your
to
professors
everybody.
will not be.
Okay.
However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. What? Sir Patrick lets me
I
join the
can't see
headless hunt.
everybody
I'll be
else's
right
link
there
right
with
now,
them.
so...
This offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards
Well, I
in
just
class
walked by
and while completing
TV
side assignments that are part of a
and
special curriculum.
check that, and James's was lagging, so I think it's everybody.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts.
Yeah, I think it's everybody.
The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. They're distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
I'm wondering, like, when you're playing, is it like
Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with
Petrificus Totalis, or like how they're gonna go about actually doing the spell work. Kind of
students who become find many ways to exploit their enemies.
Come on, please stop lagging, PlayStation.
This is totally obliterated.
It'd be looking fancy as hell, Ashley.
Slam with Descendo.
It's gonna
Roast
be so
with
much fun, Adam.
Devastate your enemies using. You can even use the mysterious understand to obliterate your strong.
Even on PC, this is probably gonna be a game that I use controller with.
Define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
Definitely a controller game. Oh my god, I'm literally sitting here with my mouth. I could say so many things that I don't even know what to say.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
Me too.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic.
Okay.
You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Swooping evil!
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
Oh, that's cool. That is so cool.
You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies. In Beasts class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you
Thank you
how
for
to
the
maneuver
gifted
on
sub,
a
Adam. Let me
broomstick
get you a
safely.
bean. Let me get you a bean.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
So much detail. So much detail.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends.
It's going to be amazing.
As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
Oh, she's spicy.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin.
We've been over this, boy. Dribblefigs cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
Oh!
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement.
That is so beautiful, too. Holy crap.
You're introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
Are you going to be a vegan plant warrior? I think I might be.
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear. A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
Oh, look at the kitty! He was brushing the kitty.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require. Potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
What did Coop say?
But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts.
Yeah, because they didn't say if you actually like get to choose or if like they're gonna make you
As you
take some kind
explore,
of little
you'll find the world surrounding
sort it that
Hogwarts
way.
is alive with activity, wonders, and
how
areas of unusual interest. As the school year
I
progresses,
wonder if it's
dynamic
just,
seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning
Oh
or
my God, look at
sunshine,
the seasons of the
or coat the
climates!
ground with
The
snow
seasons
or
of the
rain.
climates! Look at all
Unique
of it!
wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents
Sorry,
who
I
have
got
stories
excited.
to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
So you can become a dark
Master
wizard
spells.
for real.
Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world.
That's what I was freaking out about. Was that one kid
In Hogwarts
that
Legacy.
other kid, and the kid went poof, like not even fall down on the ground. He exploded.
Yeah, you could definitely take a dark class.
He zapped them and
I think with the sorting hat, if we do get to choose, I might leave it up to the
That was your
community
first
and let you
extended
guys
look
vote
at
on which
Hogwarts
house that
Legacy.
I have to go with. So
Now let's hear from the real
they'll
wizards
put me
and
in
witches
something
behind the game.
terrible, and I am a Gryffindor, and it is.
You're allowed to forever be a Gryffindor. That's all right. Yeah, you can use an unforgivable grace.
The attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
I wonder if it's an either or.
Our team is so excited to take all of the love that they put into this as fans and give it to fans.
This is the game that they've dreamed of for 20 years.
We need to get that pre-order. Where's our pre-order?
The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
I mean, like,
the movies, the books, they all touched me in such a way. Like, it makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts. It makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life just the charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize is really just the perfect handshake between the two. Just the discovery of like seeing
really
things
pretty
portrayed
with
for the
that.
first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it, to walk around it.
You've got all of these elements that can come together to create this amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest? What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And we just felt like we had to answer those questions.
I wonder how much they incorporate like real
We're creating a real
life
wide palette of
geography
opportunities and ways to explore the world. You're going to see different stories that are really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts Legacy is an original story that takes place in the late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, in the Wizarding World that you haven't seen before.
Cooper,
We'll make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding World from, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their
Don't
own.
make Shana and I get in the van and come to Utah.
Fans of the series will know that ancient
I'm going
magic
to anyway. So.
has been around for a long time.
Once
to say the
gas
least.
prices
and
go down.
Hogwarts
You
itself
know.
is a stronghold of ancient magic.
We'll be like,
And the avatar,
having
the player,
the leg and everything,
has the ability
the money
to sense
make
it
to the next
and
stage.
possibly
I
wield
don't
it or
feel like
control
sitting
it.
on no red light
Our
district
process
on
of
the corner
development
Birmingham, just
started
make it
with
Mississippi,
rereading the
but
books.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
And over development, we
I
reread
wonder-
the books many times. Every time we start with a new feature, we dig into that, and then
I
beyond, we
wonder
would go
if
into
going
the
in
films.
as a 5th year, if you are going in as like a legitimate transfer student from another
Being
school,
able
or
to
if
put
it's like,
our
oh, a
own
mistake was made and you're a wizard,
on
come to
what this
Hogwarts
universe
now, but
is
because
was
of your
a
age,
pretty
you're a
big
5th
deal.
year.
I helped design
Which would mean
a piece
you're
that
playing
nobody has
some
ever
kind
seen
of
before. The Hufflepuff common room. As a Hufflepuff, you always wonder, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know
I don't know
that fans will recognize certain names,
giving me enough
they'll
pieces
recognize
of that
spells, they'll
puzzle
recognize certain
on
locations.
I recognize that doorway. I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new Wizarding world that no one's ever experienced.
Require a breakdown scene.
When people engage
we're gonna
in the
rewind
Wizarding
and we're gonna
World, what's
watch
the one
scene by
anchor?
scene and
Like, what's the
talk
thing that
about it.
everyone comes
Hopefully-
back to? What's the thing that grounds
Deep
it all,
dive
grounds
in.
all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we
I
really
might,
felt like that answer
if it
was
starts
Hogwarts
skipping,
itself.
try and
That
pull it up on
school,
YouTube
that
and
famous
see if
school of
YouTube
witchcraft and wizardry, is really what binds it all.
How to bring Hogwarts to life.
It's not.
That was a very big challenge because, as everybody knows, Hogwarts is huge.
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're gonna have to walk it.
And of course, again, the sentient castle, it's got new surprises up its sleeves. It likes to keep its students on its toes.
And
we've put so many little secrets and passageways and rooms in this castle.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to, and we have to make the connective tissue that brings all of it together.
Restreaming that stream.
Having a world that is a breathing, living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details.
It was so
And as a concept team, we really got into those details and studied history, studied architecture.
Okay, what is that with the wall? That was a wall.
I hope that when fans play the game, they get as lost in it as I do. I can just be reviewing a side mission, and all of a sudden I find myself wandering Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy. It's going to be so fun.
Get that letter to Hogwarts and go to Hogwarts.
We're so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts Legacy.
First fault?
Possibly. Or a dungeon. Could be a dungeon.
Spider.
We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly what fuels us. On behalf of our team at WB Games Avalanche, we want to thank you for being here today, and we'll see you at Hogwarts.
I'm so envious. Imagine.
That's our show. We hope you're excited for the magic to come. See you next time.
All right.
Brita went for the interview and she learned some things, but she didn't get the job.
I know. I helped her with her letter and her
but it was
resume.
cool.
Aw, Brendan, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Oh, Cooper gifted that. Thank you, Cooper, for the gifted sub. When's it coming out and when can we order? Well, they still haven't given us that information. But the suspicion is that we're probably looking at September, which if the game is going to end up coming out in September, we'd probably be looking at a pre-order sometime around June or July, I would guess. But that's all suspicion. We don't know for sure. So, we'll see.
Oh my God, if they would just give us September 1st, please just give us September 1st, because that's the perfect day to give this to us.
Ew. Ew, it's sausage. Ew, yuck. Oh, no.
Ew. I'm sorry, boo.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Out for you.
Ugh. Oh, God.
I have some gummies, but I'm not going to eat them.
Grace, it won't be PlayStation only. You'll be able to play on PC too. So if you have a PC, there's no reason to buy a PlayStation 5.
Xbox One also.
And it'll be on Xbox One. Yep, there you go.
And I think it's going to be available for PlayStation 4 also. So if you have one of those already,
it will be.
You can't get a PS5.
It will be.
Sweat it. And play.
It would be a huge missed opportunity for them not to make it available on PS4 simply because the number of people who don't have access to a PlayStation 5 and have a PlayStation 4. So,
being the stock crisis on the PS5s, it would be a serious shoot in the foot of themselves if they don't make it available to PS4, since they cannot produce the stock to give everybody who has a PS4 and wants a PS5 a PS5.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
They will start an absolute freaking war.
It says 666 views. That's funny. That's funny. I missed the first part. Did they mention anything about multiplayer? They did not mention anything about multiplayer. So given that they didn't say it's not going to be multiplayer, I'm still going to go with the idea that it is a possibility. I know that there's been several people who've said that it's not going to be, but it's nobody who knows for sure. So because I really think, and just this is my opinion, it is another huge, massive missed opportunity for them not to allow some kind of multiplayer activity here, because this gives me very much like World of Warcraft, but 10 billion times better vibes. And what would World of Warcraft be without multiplayer? So like having this multiplayer and having like, you get to choose your path, whether you're a good wizard or whether you're a dark wizard and whatnot, and then you end up having to battle each other. Like, huge missed opportunity if there's not multiplayer. But even there's also the possibility too, because games have done this before, where they come out and they're initially single player, and then they add on a multiplayer ability later.
That's what I'm thinking. And specifically, the two big franchises that come to mind with that are super, super successful are one, Assassin's Creed and Red Dead Redemption. Both of those games came out as console versions, single player option only, open world RPG.
Yep.
With a basic story to follow along and like 10,001 side missions to go with it, right? So I think that each of those games was out approximately 6 months before the companies that did those dropped DLC online content that was multiplayer.
Yep, I think you're right. I think you're right, Steph.
And so if you were an Xbox Pass holder, or you were a PlayStation Network Pass holder, you could go online on your console and you could play with people that were online playing it on PlayStation or Xbox. It didn't matter what console they were playing on. If they were online, they were online.
Yep.
And you had like a whole separate cast of online missions.
Yep.
That you can only play online. And I think that's what we're going to see with this game.
I definitely agree. If they don't initially come out with multiplayer, I think that they'll definitely end up doing that. And if they don't, I will be shocked.
It will be a stupid decision not to.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But
I don't even know how else
have to
to
wait
put
and see. We'll
I
just
can't
have to
even
wait
be
and
nice
see.
about that. It would be really
It would be stupid. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, you ready to watch this back with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're
well,
a new
I
student
got
at
it
the
on
Famed School
2
of
times
Witchcraft.
speed. Hold on. You can tell when I was watching something back most recently that I was doing my normal thing. Hold up, slow down.
I'm always watching 2 times speed.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries...
Look at that great hall. That it looks like something from a movie. It legitimately looks like something from a movie. It looks so good.
You must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
So I think this
I'm
is
so
really
happy
cool.
about
I
character
noticed,
customization.
right? I noticed when they were doing this, the girl on the right-hand side, the way they kind of like filtered through all those colors really quickly on her hairline. I just
Destroy wizard kind as or Hufflepuff, Raven.
Oh my god.
But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
A color wheel where we can really like get into the nitty-gritty and adjust those colors, because those were some pretty detailed colors in her hair, right?
She went from electric blue to a greenish to a teal.
But before
aqua,
you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
That final color. It's really quick.
When you arrive,
I mean, you can even see a hint of purple in there washed through. So
I feel like we're probably gonna have some really detailed character customization.
Hair.
It looked color wheelie, exactly, Cooper. It looked color wheelie. So that I think is really exciting. Which also means that you're looking at customization with like skin tones and everything, which I think is very good because that makes it super inclusive.
You could see their skin tone shift also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was really happy about that.
Yeah, I love that inclusivity there that they're gonna have. It's not just gonna be like, oh, look at these 3 tones that you can choose from. So I think that's really cool.
At Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
Did you guys see the suit of arms moving in the background?
In the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
Do you see him moving back there?
Yeah.
That was cool. The customization we never got for Harry Potter Wizards Unite, I know. We didn't get any customization. Okay, that's a lie. We had our little picture that we got to do, but we didn't get to do customization of our character. And it didn't work half the time. It always had a notification that wouldn't go away. So
it never worked for me. I could put that stuff on there, and then the minute I backed out of it, I would just have a black square.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Wizard Boy Chris was the same way. She couldn't use any of the fun stuff.
And Cooper just said no one got to see it, which, like,
yeah. True. And I never seen any of my friends' pictures.
Unless you post it on social media. But
exactly.
Yeah.
But you couldn't share it. You couldn't even use the share feature in game. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't. It was, you know,
you have to like screenshot it.
We could spend all day talking about that.
I could make a dissertation on the things they did wrong.
Yeah, we don't need to get into that right now.
Very factual.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Oh, hello, class.
Look how young she is.
Is that?
It's gotta be.
Is that our herbology teacher?
It's gotta be.
Student?
No. That's the teacher. That's the teacher. Look how young she is.
Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
I thought it'd just be her. She's cute.
Oh.
She's so cute. She's very young.
Oh, she's like a cutie patootie.
What year are we in? I mean, we're starting in our wait, you mean like what year is in like the year? Because it's the 1800s.
Yeah, and they didn't give us a specific year, did they, Shana?
No, they just said 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know specifically within the 1800s yet what year we're looking at. I'm assuming when the game comes out and like there's more in-depth things happening, we'll find out generally what years we're looking at. No Valdi. That's right, Cooper. Yeah, this is well before Valdi.
Yeah, well before that.
Well before Valdi. So thank God.
The only possibilities of familiar characters that we will actually have in this game are
not even Grindelwald. Yep.
But Bathilda Bagshot, Elphias Dodge, and Albus Dumbledore.
Yep. We're going to be looking at all new characters that we've never interacted with in any way.
I don't know that we'll see any of those, because to even see those 3 people or interact with those 3 people in any way in this game, it would have to be like the last 10 years of the 1800s. It would
it'd have to be the late 1800s.
It'd have to be 1892.
I feel like we're probably looking more like mid 1800s, if anything. But we didn't get a good look at the rest of the environment to really know that for sure, because a lot of what we saw was more wilderness based, but I don't know. But the teacher's so young. She looks way too young to be a teacher. I don't know. She cute though. She cute. Worse, his great grandfather or their ancestors. True, Brendan. True. This would be when the whole pure blood stuff started, right? It would. I wonder if we're a student that isn't pure blood, like if we're Muggle born, and that's why we're coming in at our 5th year, because we got missed somehow because we were Muggle born. Steph?
That's a complete possibility.
Oh, okay, you didn't say anything, and I was like, hello, are you still here? I think
that's a complete possibility.
I wonder if that's it.
My only other thought would be, I don't think it's going to be a half-blood, because all of those students typically do go to school exactly when they're supposed to and everything else. The only other
you're
thing
gonna have one parent who's a wizard. So
yeah. The only other thing that occurred to me is that there are some pure blood families, and the only reason it did occur was the whole backstory for Ilvermorny made it come into my mind. But there are some pure blood families who did not agree with the way Hogwarts was run. They wanted it to be what Salazar wanted it to be, and so they deliberately withheld their students at home.
Okay.
So what if
that could
you
be
have
another
one
option.
of those? What if you have one of those students who is perhaps orphaned, and then, there's nobody to stop them from joining the school per se. So that's how you get in. I think that I don't think it's going to be a half blood. It has to be one or the other. They either have to be Muggle born, and they have to be pure blood.
I kind of like the idea of it being a Muggle born, though. Like
that. I mean,
because that's like it's a totally new thing that's being brought to the school, because there's that scene in this where someone was like, oh, well, this is unusual. So I don't know. Brendan said that it was 1890 was on the newspaper, so apparently it is the late 1800s.
So we do have a possibility of seeing old Dumbledore.
Old Dumbledore. Hey Cap, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, you guys, what if that really cute chick right there is Bathilda Bagshot?
Cooper said that would mean the Book of Admittance is flawed. I returned so many of those evers. Honestly though, the Book of Admittance could be flawed. Especially
it's flawed because I'm not there and Shannon didn't get to go either. I missed out. It's so flawed, that darn book.
But if we talk about this is tying in things from other Harry Potter things, but if we talk about in Fantastic Beasts with the new trailer where they hand a wand to a Muggle, implying that Muggles can do magic, wouldn't that ruin the whole idea of the Book of Admittance and Muggle-borns and everything anyway? So, Brendan wants to be a werewolf. I don't think you can be a werewolf, Brendan. Haven't you heard Draco talk about mudbloods? Oh, that's a naughty word, Cap. That's a naughty word. How long before you become an obscurial if you're not using magic until 15 years old? That's a good question, Cooper. Credence was young, right? Yeah, Credence was young. So were the other obscurials that they talked about. So that's a good question. Wizard plus werewolf. A wizard werewolf. Coop does have good questions. What's the scoop, Coop? My brain is exploding. I know. There's so much to take in, considering we don't have the game to try and see if it answers the questions that we have. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you can fight dark wizards, and obviously you can, because you got to blow somebody up. Okay.
Unless you are the dark wizard,
I'm okay again. I don't know. It looked like the character that they were using for the kind of show the gameplay or whatever.
Yeah.
It was that character that shot the other character.
Yeah.
And it looked like some type of duel scene.
Yeah, I saw.
He blowed that guy to bits. To
Yeah,
little
they
blue
did.
bits.
They did.
It was awesome. It was so awesome.
All right,
Class,
let's keep going.
Please welcome the...
I just hope they have someone over there asking these questions so developers can write in those answers. I know, right? I'm sure they've got people asking those questions. There's no question.
My mind was going with the Dark Wizard like Crusoe, but if you can fight them, isn't there a possibility that you can get bit by a werewolf? Then you're all like Lupin fight.
I don't know why not. I don't know why not. That would be really interesting. That would be really interesting. I hope you're doing well, Taylor. What are you up to today? Are you having a good day? Are you excited about Hogwarts Legacy?
The newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your
I was about to say, is that our headmaster, but...
education on the art of charm work. But I am confident.
Oh my gosh, could that be Professor Binns when he was alive?
And rigor requisite.
No, he's too
he's too tall.
He's too animated too. They said he was no different in life than death.
Yeah, he's too tall and he's too animated. That's hilarious. You know, one day they will have to reboot the Harry Potter. No, they don't. Hey, Camden, how are you doing?
Requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Oh no, this looks like Defense Against the Dark Arts.
It does, and this reminds me so much of the scene with
Yes.
Harry and Draco and Lupin. Like...
No, it was Lockhart and...
Or Lockhart, not Lupin.
Lockhart
Sorry.
And Snape, wasn't it?
Yep, Lockhart and Snape. I meant Lockhart. I said Lupin. I'm bad at names. That's what this reminds me of right here.
Yeah, definitely.
So much. Binns was History of Magic. Yeah. I hope we can become an animagus. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Dude, in 2050, who wants to watch such a bad CGI? Yeah, no thank you. I'll pass on that.
We get to be an animagus in Hogwarts Mysteries, so I really think we'll get to be one in here also.
Hopefully.
You may begin.
Just beat the snot out of that kid. Beat the snot out of that kid.
For a beginner?
He said not bad for a beginner, so we're not a transfer student then. And I would assume we don't come from a magical family because we would know more about magic if we came from a magical family, right?
You would think.
I think guys, opinions.
I'm thinking we might be Muggle-born.
I'm thinking we might be Muggle-born.
That whole sentence right there really kind of cuts the cake, doesn't it?
Right?
Not bad for a beginner. If you were being privately trained at home by your crazy pureblood parents, you wouldn't be a beginner.
You're not going to be a beginner. You're not going to be a beginner. If you guys want to get more Pokeballs, you do ! Poke shop, space, Poke ball, and then how many Pokeballs do you want? That's how you do it. Yeah, I'm thinking more so that we come from a Muggle family. Or we're an orphan. That's a possibility too. Thinking Muggle.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
Sorry, it's dinner time. I was having a night.
Oh, you're good.
Conversation.
You're good. Look at the fat lady. Look at her and her hair.
Wait, I missed fat lady. Is it the same fat lady?
No, she looks different.
In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
You see her?
Oh, yeah, I see her.
She looks different.
That looks... Okay, do you remember... Do you remember the first one? The Sorcerer's Stone had a different fat lady than all the other movies had.
Yeah.
This one looks like the first one.
I'd have to put the... Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture really quick. I have to put them side by side. Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone fat lady. Let's see.
You can't really get facial features, but the hair and the dress is talking to me.
It is quite similar. Hold on, I'll pull it up so everybody else can see too. That'd probably be helpful, huh? Harry Potter. Here we go. Images. Is this the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
See this?
She's very different than this one that we saw singing and breaking the glass.
Yeah. She was the one in 2 through 7, but this one was the one in 1.
She looks more like this.
That vibe right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more similar, I agree. Definitely not the same, but still more similar.
No, not the same, but a lot more accurate.
Oh, look at that. That's like a real picture of her.
That's probably the actual photograph they used before they made it into like...
I think there's a way for me to like zoom in, is there?
Probably not.
That is so cool. That is so cool. There she is in the book they recently released. That's definitely more similar
with the pink
too.
Dress. Yeah. I was never okay with the whole
Greek goddess look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think the pink dress is more accurate.
I just thought the first actress who played her, I don't know. I just felt like it was a more accurate description of the fat lady that we got in the book.
Yeah. I agree.
And I only remembered that they had one called Dawn French playing the one that was the one that broke the glass.
She was.
If anyone knows that.
She comedy actress from Great Britain. The one 2 through 7. Yeah. I felt like she was too comedic.
She is a comedy actress. That's the problem about
it. I know. But that's why I felt like she didn't really fit that specific role. She would have made a great like female Hagrid though, because she is a really funny lady.
This drawing I think is really good. Interesting. All right.
Also, hello, Syrup.
Hi. How are you?
Syrup sneaking in the voice chat.
Yeah, just for a short period of time. It's almost 11, so hang up soon again. But wanted to say hi.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Mad rush dinner time for me right now.
I've missed playing with you, Syrups.
I missed it too. I missed everybody. It's not the same just watching.
It is
it's not that I'm not busy. I'm still playing Pogo, if I'm allowed to say that.
Unacceptable.
My heart.
But I really miss playing Wizards Unite. It's not as bad as it was the first few days, but it's like it was a different feeling going to sleep and not having to do some tasks, not making sure all the tasks were finished or anything was left. It was different.
Yeah, it's been weird going to the park and not playing.
I was playing Jurassic Park to kind of fill my Wizards Unite hole, but
didn't work.
Then my game glitched. No, my game glitched out, and it's like going crazy now. So every time I sign in, it just or every time I try to log into it, it like logs in, and then it just blinks off and on, off and on, off and on.
That's weird.
So
nice.
And I went in through the internet and put in a support ticket and told them what was going on. I was like, yeah, this isn't cool. And they were like, try this. And I was like, okay, didn't work. And they were like, try this. And anyway, that was like 10 times to try this. And finally I was like, I'm going to uninstall it and reinstall it and see if that helps.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't help either. And I was like, okay. Something's going on with the game. Because James is completely locked out of his.
Really?
He can't even get into the game. Yeah. So something's going on with that game. So that kind of put that play on hold. But I was really enjoying that.
Yeah.
Because you got to do the raids and stuff with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it was similar to that game that shall not be named Raids. But it was okay because you were still playing with your WizU crew.
Right.
So, but now I'm just playing.
I'm just going to say, last night I almost posted in the Wizards chat that the werewolves were out tonight, or last night. Because it's the full moon.
Oh, werewolves. I miss
and Death Eaters. We'll have to see when Legacy comes. We have to wait a little bit, but maybe it's gonna be better. Maybe it's gonna.
Let's hope.
Take our minds off this.
I think this
Fingers
game is
crossed.
I think this game is gonna obliterate all other.
Oh, I am not gonna want to do anything else. I'm sorry, guys. I know we have our Friday Fright Night games and everything, but at the same time, I'm gonna be like, but can we make this spooky somehow?
Well, sure we can, because that big giant statue that's gonna come to life and slash you with those smash hands is pretty scary.
There you go. All right, let's hit play. Let's go. Oh. I wasn't on the right
You'll
side.
discover dungeons and secret passageways, as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve.
Look at the other student just walking down the stairs like, oh, nothing strange is happening here.
He just created a whole... I wonder if that's the ancient magic.
I don't know.
That you have.
I think it's very interesting that we just opened like a secret door in the wall and another student is just like, no big deal.
James said something about ancient magic yesterday and something about the students. That you have some kind of special ability.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? We can find secrets? Because that's what that will like to me.
That would make sense. Because
that was a portrait. Wasn't that a portrait?
Yeah, that was initially a portrait.
As well as challenging
you cast
puzzles that will require...
And it brings this thing down from the top of the... I'm like pointing at the screen, like you guys can see where I'm pointing at. Nobody...
We can see it.
It brings this thing down from the top of the portrait...
magical skill and a clever mind to solve.
Opens the stairs at the bottom and then turns the portrait into a door.
You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
That was the kitchen. That was the kitchen at Hogwarts.
Yep, that was the kitchen and then the prefect's bathroom.
Late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few.
And they said most of your professors will not be. which implies that we might have some professors that we know.
Well, you know,
I would say that implies
it'd be really cool if we had Flitwick. And I say that because nobody actually knows how old Flitwick is.
This is true.
Nobody actually knows when he started teaching at the school.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody actually knows what he is.
You mean like genetically?
As far as species.
Yeah.
He is a half-breed.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what his other half is.
This is true.
Nobody. Like, it's never been released at all as to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it would be cool to see him and maybe find out.
We know he regenerates.
Yeah. It'd be cool if we found out, like, what his other half is in the game.
It would be really cool if you get, like, some Flitwick backstory. That'd be awesome.
That would be really awesome. Adam. Cute. Cooper, you can unmute and talk. You don't have to stay muted. You're welcome to join the discussion.
Oh, we got our house ghost, you guys.
I'm not here.
Cooper's not here.
Few faces.
Yep.
That's nearly headless Nick.
That is nearly headless Nick.
Once Sir Patrick lets me join the headless hunt, I'll be right there.
And it looks like him, you guys.
Sure to win them over.
And he's still trying to join the headless hunt. You hear him? Oh.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Bless them heart.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and...
Wait, is this a different ghost teaching class?
Win the headless hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win them over. Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
They're in a classroom.
You'll come to know that
everybody looks bored. Is that Ben's?
That's
eclectic
History
group
of Magic. That's Ben's.
You think that? Oh, so Ben's is already dead by this point.
Yeah, I
of
looked it
talented
up. I
witches
forgot what year it was, but
How long has Ben's been dead?
he's been dead a really long time. He was super old, and he went into the staff room at Hogwarts and was sitting by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got up to teach class the next morning because he fell asleep by the fire, he left his body behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just kept right on teaching class as a ghost. He never realized he was dead.
I like his hat. Nearly headless. How can someone be nearly headless?
and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum. One's designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Lumos.
A dangerous
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts.
Gives me boss fight vibes.
It does give me boss fight vibes too.
The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
There's our newspaper. Yep, it says 1890, September 1st. Wait, is September 1st a Monday? Is September 1st a Monday? September 1st is not a Monday. September 1st is a Thursday. Okay, I got excited. I was like, wouldn't it be crazy? Wouldn't it be crazy?
Games typically drop on a Thursday. Look up what date October 25th is.
October 25th
what is that? Day?
Is a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the day Batman drops.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tuesday drops?
Which, if it's a Tuesday drop, it would mean you're looking at September 6th or August 30th.
Okay, I don't think August because they said quarter four. The first day of quarter four is October 1st.
Well, if that's the case, why are we still considering a September drop?
Pre-order. They could give us pre-orders for September.
But I think they would give more than a month's worth of pre-order. Like, I think we're probably looking at least 2 to 3 months pre-order.
I hope they just go ahead and give us pre-order in like the next 15 minutes.
You know, we can hope. We can hope.
It's St. Patrick's Day. We should be that lucky.
No.
My kid
found that goblin is ugly. Look at those eyes and that nose. Ugh. Truth.
Goblin Rebellion. Oh, the Goblin Rebellion. We're at war, you guys.
Gobbledygook. It says gobbledygook on there. I love that. Cloudy and cool tonight. Cold in the afternoon. Take care to have your owls sent. Oh, cool.
Balance. I have.
How did I just?
I can't read anything at the bottom. That's not English. Not English. Can't read it. Don't know what it says. Gobbledygook, obviously. Obviously.
I'm trying to screenshot it so I can zoom in on the bottom of it.
Let me rewind it a little bit.
Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
It's blurry. Oh, that's a little clearer. Try and get that one.
Hold on, I just totally backed myself out of your stream.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Black Friday is a holiday, or do y'all think it will be sooner? I don't see them dropping a new game on Black Friday.
No, we'll have pre-orders before Black Friday, I think. And
yeah.
Then I mean, of course, I think that it will be out before then because they'll want to do like Black Friday is a perfect opportunity to drop sales for that type of thing, and
Black Friday is a good opportunity to put out items related to the game and make
collectible editions of it, extras.
Yep.
That's the best use of Black Friday for them.
Yep, I agree. All
right, I'm gonna mute real fast.
Okay.
I have opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force. Powerful...
What did we just say?
Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force.
What was that? That was crazy.
Powerful.
That was crazy.
That's all like some kind of shadow creature spell,
right? That was crazy. That was crazy. What holiday is your prediction for release? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't see the game being released on a holiday. I think that they wouldn't want to release it on a holiday just because you look at the holiday overshadowing the release of the game. They're going to want to release it at a time where everybody's focus is on the game, and that's it. I think the September timeframe makes sense. If Batman's dropping on a Tuesday and we're looking at Tuesday drops for games, either the 6th or the 13th, I think. I don't think we'd be looking at doing it in the middle of the month. I think we're probably looking at the 6th or the 13th, the 13th would be fun just because it's the 13th. But if it's, you know, if our newspaper is any hint, September 1st, which would be really awesome. Isn't that what the video said? About what, holidays or about Tuesday, Thursday?
goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
Let's watch this battle again. Holidays? I don't think so. I'd have to hear it again. Did it say, do you know if that was near the end?
The world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
What the troll on the far left, or the goblin on the far left, he kind of looked like he was highlighted as he was, you know, over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe that's how you know which one you've targeted. And then the one from the right came in and swiped you.
Yeah.
And then you had blood blooming on the top of your screen there.
Yep.
To indicate that you were hit.
Even kill to achieve their own goals.
Pretty good gameplay.
Yeah.
In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student.
We're not gonna hate it. Go away.
Distraction.
Be gone. Let me spray you.
What's going on? Aw, Brendan, thank you for the biddies. Thank you.
I'm being picked up for my complete fascination.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? You're not telling me.
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
This scene is really cool.
Where are we going? What is this place?
In this part, this is a good question.
Yeah. What are these ruins to?
I have no idea.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities.
I mean, we're gonna be going to lots of dungeons and stuff, so it would make sense. But
including blasting
curses. We just iced that troll and he just charged us.
Yeah, we got ran over by that troll.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you.
R1, so we're gonna have trigger control.
Thank you for hanging out for a little bit, Claw. We'll chat soon. We'll chat soon, my friend. Have a good day.
And I think definitely you better use a controller for this because look right there, it says R1.
I saw that.
R1.
Yeah.
R1 on the PS controller is one of those trigger buttons.
Yeah, I'm thinking this game, well, most likely still doable if you only have keyboard and mouse, is going to be a lot better with controller.
It's gonna be rough without a controller.
It's probably gonna be a lot like me trying to play Alice without a controller and finding out when I have a controller that it's life-changing. So
Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
Oh, he's got a red Protego bubble on here.
Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations.
But not always.
No, I mean in the Harry Potter game.
Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Yeah.
They glow or sparkle red, and the Death Eaters, bad guys who are fighting their magic that they throw at you, red.
Yeah.
Slam with Descender.
Maybe you throw red spells if you're bad. Blue spells if you're good.
I don't see that being a thing only because, like, throughout the Harry Potter franchise, the different spells have different colors associated with them. Period. Colors. Yeah, like Stupefy is red.
Yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one's yellow.
So, yeah, I don't think our spell colors have anything to do with us being good or bad. What a person might glow, though, would make sense, you know.
Yeah.
So.
I've never seen a red
with
potato,
Incendio,
all of our potato shields
devastate your enemies using
They were all like a bluish, whitish color.
Maybe Protego varies based on the wizard.
That's why I was wondering if he was a dark wizard, because his bubble was red.
I don't know.
Yes, finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes.
And he turned white.
Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style.
Yeah, it's like our
your
target
path to become the ultimate duelist.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills.
You want fries with that?
Oh, they're making me watch an ad.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries.
Oh, nobody wants hot and cold and soggy fries.
Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Are we trying to watch the Harry Potter stuff?
Thank you. I've never owned a Hyundai, but my friend did one time.
Was it a good thing or a bad thing?
It was a little hatchback thingy, and that girl could drive that thing to save her life. Every time she got drunk, she hit a pole.
Oh!
This is what
there was 5 dents. There was 5 dents in the back of that vehicle.
Is to elevate the world's consciousness.
It's a movement. We've got to dream.
Adam will manifest it.
All you have is me.
You know you're not God, right?
You have to admit, I do look a little bit like him.
To aid your progression as a wizard, complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talent.
Certain things to get all the parts to unlock the spell or the talent or ability or whatever that is.
Or maybe for it to be stronger. Like you have it, but when you're casting it, maybe you're not as good, you know?
Look, because it
no
says
worries,
talent
Cooper, no
points
worries.
Available. So maybe you have to fill up the little ticker there on each talent to use the talent point to upgrade the talent.
I think each of the total is just adding to it. It makes it stronger is probably what it is. So
when you spend a talent point on it, the tally goes up.
Yeah, so if that first card, if we put a point into it, a talent point into it, it'd be 6 out of 14.
6 out of 14?
Yeah, so then you're deciding where you want your strongest points to be. So if you really want to hone in on potions first, you're going to want to go for probably the far card on the right, it looks like, because you got your little potion there.
It says these talents improve your abilities in the room of requirement. So you have room of requirement missions?
I guess so.
Or side quest, probably.
There's going to be a lot of side quests, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Upgrades, talents, and skills.
Stealth. These talents improve your abilities to sneak around. Oh, whatever it was hovering over.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep...
they
room
were
of
getting
requirement.
tricksy with it, y'all.
Oh, it's hovering over the one on the right, which is the room of
Set of
requirement.
upgrades, talent.
Stealth is to the left of it. Yep, stealth is to
and
the
skills
left of it.
to aid you.
Improve your abilities to sneak around. Overall effectiveness.
Your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout.
And then they didn't tell us the last two. What do we think they are?
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression.
Core. Ooh. One is probably defense, I'm sure.
That first one looks mean. He looks defensive.
I feel like it'd be too obvious for them to be offensive and defensive, though. Core tells you your overall effectiveness.
One of them
Core
is,
might be more offensive.
Maybe one of them is relationship-wise.
Oh, like your charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that. Interesting.
As a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic. You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Hold on.
That will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat.
Upgrade your gear.
Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for
upgrade our brooms and wands and things like that.
Traits, upgrades, appearance. So you can change your appearance throughout the game, which will be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna add DLC content then. We're like,
I really think they will. I really, really think they will. It would be
greater abilities for your
I don't want to say that S word again, but it would be a huge missed opportunity if they do not give the fan base the opportunity to purchase collectible things with special DLC content and then give the players who are interested in online multiplayer play the ability to do so. Just be
that's a good point, Ashley. Ashley suggested strength or something similar to dexterity for one of the ability points.
It could be. It could be.
That would make sense.
Chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Well, let's take the potions faster. Or maybe that's what you're doing.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you
I think he's in a classroom there. You can see the students in the background.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
That guy had a pointy hat on.
Which guy?
Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay. You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies. In Beast class,
that was the baby mandrake that he pulled out of the bag and broke everybody's ears.
Yep. But he wasn't wearing earmuffs either, so I would like to know.
You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies.
He might have used some type of spell on himself.
Maybe. Look at the niffler.
Beast class, you will learn.
Look at that baby.
about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
I love the grab
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Okay, flying.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I know what y'all gonna do.
I want you to
You're gonna fly between those balloons.
It's gonna be Spyro. Do you guys remember in Spyro where you had to like navigate between like the airplanes and the trains and stuff? That's what that's gonna be like. Spyro throwback.
My herbology homework.
Hey, so odd question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as humans, when we get memories, we put them in our brains. Where do the ghosts put them?
Maybe they have ghost brains.
I guess.
But they're invisible.
I was just thinking about that while I'm walking at Ella. And I was like, that, you know, they shouldn't be able to acquire new memories. They should only go off of what they have.
Corporal and non-corporal.
Brain broken. Same, Ashley.
No.
Same.
Just something weird I was thinking when I was thinking about Professor Benz.
Just because it's a non-corporal brain doesn't mean it can't learn new things.
This is true.
And maybe different. Maybe different ghosts are different.
Maybe.
Like...
That is a very interesting question, though, Rel.
Benz is obviously...
I think weird things when I'm left to myself.
Repetitive creature, right? So
yeah,
I could totally see Benz just like repeating the same cycle every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like for the rest of his little ghostly life. But we know that Sir Nicholas is an intelligent ghost.
Well, even Ben's, though, like, he does have an interaction where, you know, Hermione interrupts his cycle, and he answers questions. Is he enthused to answer them? No, but he does it. So it's not that he's not intelligent, it's just that he's aloof, you know? So
yeah, he's
just aloof. He don't give a fuck.
He's no different. They said he was no different in death than he is in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most upsetting thing that ever happened in his classroom was when he came in through the chalkboard.
Dude, imagine the shock when, like, you think your teacher's still alive and next thing you know, you've seen them come through the chalkboard as a ghost. Imagine. Yeah,
it was like, apparently it was a shock to everyone, including Professor Benz.
That would be terrifying. It would be terrifying, to be fair.
I would be like, what the... But okay. History of Magic class is canceled today.
Cooper said take a ghost physiology course. We need a ghost physiology course. I'm here for it. I
want to know if Dumbledore still paid him to teach.
What would he do with the money?
Yeah.
Right. So now you just need to find a way to make all your other teachers ghosts, and then you don't have to pay anybody.
Rel.
I don't think McGonagall will go for it.
Probably not. I feel like she would put her foot down for sure.
McGonagall would be like, dude, I'm dead. I did my part. Bye.
Ashley, I'm sorry.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
Look at that view,
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
There was bars on that window.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their story.
I hope we can, like, become friends with people outside of whatever house that we're in. That would be nice.
We should be able to. It's never not let you do that. Any of the games.
I hope so.
This is our
I'm
time.
just saying that because you keep seeing him with just
Natsai
Gryffindors,
Onai
you know,
is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts. connecting with them more easily than with humans.
What happens now? Yeah. It's yellow. It's yellow.
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules.
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
Is Sebastian.
There's Peeves.
I love
connecting with them more easily than with humans.
He is so cute.
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules.
Peeves.
I love that he's not like the other ghosts.
Well, he's not a ghost. Peeves is a poltergeist.
Right, but I feel like they would, like, in a lot of things, they just make him look like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, when people draw pictures and things like that.
It's not like that.
I love that he's colorful. Yeah.
He's very
rules.
Takes me off that they cut his role out of the movie.
We don't gotta talk about it. We don't gotta talk about it. It's upsetting.
They need to re-release. They actually had I hate to even do it, but the guy who played Gollum, Andy Serkis, had this role for Peeves. Did he really? They filmed the role of Peeves for the first movie.
And they cut it.
And then they cut it. They cut it for time.
Unacceptable.
They should re-release the entire movie and put it back in.
I agree.
Is Sebastian Sallow a charismatic Slytherin?
We've been over this, boy. Dribblefigs cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement. You're introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
This has got to be the greenhouse.
Ah, so this is where
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear. A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
I love that we get a house elf friend.
What the heck is that?
We have a house elf friend named Deke.
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize.
Do you think that's like Dobby's grandpa?
I don't know, but he's so cute and I want him.
I know.
This space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
Oh my god, you guys, you get to build a house?
We get to build our own cottage!
I'm so happy.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Hogsmeade. Look at everything.
From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
Potions, is that what that's called?
From potion ingredients and recipes.
When the menu popped up.
Oh, Pippin's potions.
There it is.
Yep. The Wigan Weld potion, a potion that aids in, I'm gonna assume it says health, and restores a bit of the drinker's health. It can be brewed at a potion station.
To seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear. But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance.
That reminds me a lot of the carnival stuff.
Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin.
The zoo carnival.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
And missions with which they could use your assistance.
Look at that.
The circus.
Be on the lookout for enchanting magical...
The Circus Arcana.
Yeah.
Vendors and residents who have stories to tell.
That's what that reminds
And missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts.
That looked like some kind of unlocking seal.
Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the room.
Did he just suck that mooncalf into his bag?
Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps.
Oh, I'm not hurting
it says it says that others are at risk of poachers and their traps. So I wonder if you're trying.
If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the room of requirement.
It better not be trying to get me hurt in a little
But
you can rescue them and restore them to health in the room of requirement.
That was a baby Thestral.
That was a baby Thestral.
There are dangers.
And the fact that we can see the Thestral implies that we apparently had something.
Have seen death.
Yep, had something wild happen in our past. We've seen death.
Which brings me back to the orphan theory. We could be an orphan, you guys.
We could be an orphan. Either orphan or Muggleborn for sure.
Well, we could be an orphan either way. Muggleborn or pureblood.
This is true. This is true. And if we have something special about us and we were Muggle-born, it would be really easy for a wizard to harm our family if they wanted to stop something from happening. I don't know.
They were trying to kidnap us because they knew we had the ability to find a secret ancient magic something.
Right.
And they killed my Zenadatas.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Ava, how are you doing? Welcome. Exactly.
But this is Gringotts, and
beyond your understanding in the world.
What the H we doing in there?
You're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the room of requirement.
There could be any number of reasons why we're.
But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Yeah. Dungeons and vaults hold
peril. Slytherin's vault.
Maybe that would be crazy.
Or one of the other founders' vaults. That would be cool.
That would be really cool. I'm doing really well, Ava. Today has been a great day, mostly because of Hogwarts Legacy. I had work earlier today, but this is all the Hogwarts Legacy news. I am so excited. So excited. Look at this scene. What is he fighting?
Restore them to health in the room of requirement.
Shoot.
But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well.
Not here today. Those are those things that came out of the water with Dumbledore. The Inferi, thank you. Those are Inferi. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ava. Welcome to the fam. Dude, it's so
those
good,
are Inferi.
Ava. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for. Thank you, Steph. Those are definitely Inferi that we're fighting.
Well, dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards.
That's
Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells.
I'm curious to see out of like all the WooTubers, all my friends who are gonna be playing, everybody. I'm curious to see which people go down a darker path and which people do not. And I'm also curious if it's gonna be like very obviously a darker path, or if in the way that like most people probably realistically go down a darker path, they don't realize it until they're already too far gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I'm such a weird person. I know from past experience playing games that choice determines how your story plays out.
Right.
Oh my gosh, what's the name of that one
And
game?
it
It was
might,
really
and it might
Fable.
not
Fable.
even. I love Fable. Fable's one of my favorite
Okay,
games.
Fable was very, very, the story that you got was very, very dependent upon the choices that you made.
So
So
it
you
might,
could easily,
you might end up on a dark path and not even realize that that's the
yeah,
path that
like,
you're on
yeah,
until
like if you
it's too late.
made a couple of bad decisions, and then the next thing you know, you're set up over there in Death Valley camp.
Exactly. Exactly. I am a Slitherclaw, Ava. I am a Slitherclaw. What house are you? Yeah, so I guess, I mean, obviously, you know, we have all these questions. We're going to have to wait for the game to come out to really see. But I think that would make it more interesting if it wasn't so obvious that you were going down a dark path until it was too late.
Whenever you would get the choices in Fable, it was kind of, I was like, oh, but if I do this, that could happen to that person, and I don't, and I just like, it was a game, right? So I really should have just been playing it, but my conscience really weighed heavy on me when I would make the
Mine did
choices for
too.
the
Mine did
story.
too. I
And
remember
was
there
like,
one where it was like, you have to eat the
I was
baby
like,
chickens. And I was like, oh, I can't do
like,
it. And then I was like, I'm going to do it just so I see what happens. And I did it and I heard the crunch and I was like, nope, not saving the game. Not saving the game. I can't do it.
or that one side mission at the temple where they wanted you to drink the blood.
Yes. Oh no.
Yep.
I
I was like, wait, whose blood is this? Who'd y'all kill? Hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all cannibals over here, because I'm not cannibal.
Right? I love Hufflepuffs. I love everybody. Every house is great, but Hufflepuffs have a special place in my heart because my best friend is a Hufflepuff, Ava. New Fable is out this year too. Is it really? That's exciting.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Said it was.
Ooh, that'll be exciting. I'm definitely going to need to play that. Also, welcome. Sign in to use app. That's funny. That's a funny username. I like it. I like it. Their username is sign in to use app. That's perfect. That's perfect. Not the crunch. I know. Not the crunch.
Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
How did I miss
okay,
the dragon earlier?
Wait,
leave your unique mark on the wizarding world.
They just weren't done because look how gorgeous and detailed everything else is. Look at that damn hippogriff.
In Hogwarts.
I know, right?
Why is it
Legacy.
Like someone didn't finish their job? Anybody else feel that way? Am I being too critical? Like everything else is so gorgeous and detailed, but he looks like a painting.
Want to be
and it went really
as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world.
Because something about it didn't really right.
In Hogwarts Legacy.
That's Hogwarts.
Like, that's Hogwarts, and I know that's Hogwarts.
Yeah. And
the other castle didn't have enough turrets
to be Hogwarts.
To be Hogwarts is what my mind is telling me. But I don't know, maybe it's a funny angle.
Be safe, Ashley. So many possibilities. It could just be a funny angle. That's true. Because we really, realistically, like when we see Hogwarts most of the time, we don't see it from a lot of angles. At least not familiar in a familiar way. But I am disappointed with how that hippogriff looks right there. It looks like a painting. It doesn't have the detail that everything else has. I hope it's just not done. I hope it's just not done.
I think it was what we were trying to do with the backlighting on it, honestly.
Maybe.
So.
It says Holiday 2022. Brendan was right. Holiday 2022.
Well, okay, that's a Christmas holiday because A, it's gold, B, it has sparkly, C, it's screaming Christmas.
It is screaming
So,
Christmas, but why would they release it around Christmas? That doesn't make sense.
well, maybe it's just saying it'll be available for that holiday season.
Maybe Brendan was onto something when he was talking Black Friday. Maybe we were looking at like November release date.
I mean, I honestly think because of what they have said before, because they said quarter 4 and then they doubled down on the quarter 4 release on a tweet and said, we said quarter 4, we meant quarter 4. So, like I said, quarter 4 doesn't start
starts in
until
October.
October 1st. Warner
Well,
Brothers has got 2 big franchises that's getting attention right now, and that's Batman and Harry Potter. We know Fantastic Beast is coming up, but Batman, the latest Batman movies already came out. We have a release date of October 25th for that, which is 1 month before Black Friday. They don't say when they announced that release date. They did not specify if that was going to be a pre-order release date or a full release date. They didn't specify. So don't know what you're getting on the 25th, but apparently the ability to order the game or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like because Fantastic Beasts 3 is coming out post Batman movie. Oh my God, there goes the other phone. That it could possibly be a November release for this. And they get it out in time for the holiday shopping season, which, starts at Black Friday.
I don't think it would be Black Friday though that it's dropping.
I don't think so because
if it
since
drops in November,
coronavirus has hit and all of the shipping problems that we have here now because of pandemic and other situations going on in the world. I think it might be November 1st.
I was going to say, I'm suspicious if it's maybe not going to be like the 17th. Because that Black Friday would be the 25th. Or the last Thursday in November is the 24th. So Black Friday is the 25th, which means I'm wondering, because if it's a Thursday drop, that Thursday the 17th.
What day is Halloween on?
Halloween is on a Monday.
So November 1st is on a Tuesday?
November 1st is on a Tuesday. When did the movies drop? Well, back in the day, movies used to only come out on a Friday. Back in the day. The first movie was always on a Friday.
Come out on Thanksgiving weekend.
Was it Thanksgiving weekend, really?
I think it was.
That was so long.
I think it was, and the reason I say I think it was is because I flew cross country because my oldest kids were in Arizona with their dad at the time. But because of our custody agreement, the holiday of Thanksgiving was actually mine. And so I flew cross country, spent 2 weeks in Arizona, and we went to that premiere.
I remember going to the premiere. I just don't remember when it was.
I took them to the premiere.
I mean, I would have been 11 years old, so.
Yeah, I took them to the premiere. My oldest was 5.
Yeah.
My oldest was 5 years old at the time, so.
It's definitely geared around Christmas. You're absolutely right, Sign. It feels weird to me that they would drop a game around Christmas, but
Well, they say holiday and not specifically Christmas. So if they drop it in between Halloween and Thanksgiving,
well,
they're
and that sets
technically in
people
the
up to get
holiday
Christmas
season.
gifts of it as well, because all the kids are gonna want it.
They're technically in the holiday season. They're technically in the holiday season if they drop it anywhere between Thanksgiving and Halloween. Yeah, after Halloween.
After Halloween, basically. You're gonna guess December 1st? Possibly.
And November 1st is on a Tuesday. I'm seriously thinking that maybe that might be our day.
Maybe. Yep. I'm leaning toward November now myself.
Because I just don't see WB chopping off their foot with Batman, and that Batman game is dropping on the 25th.
That was your first extended look at Hogwarts Legacy.
And I cannot see them doing that.
Now let's hear from the real wizards and witches behind the game.
They're too strategic. And
the attention to detail and the passion
Lego
and
Star Wars thing that is coming out also.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what month that's coming out.
I don't remember because I'm not really following it. So
my kid told me, but I forgot. My kid is following it, and I will have to purchase the entire Mandalorian set.
Not my kind of game. But that's okay. I like the Harry Potter Lego. That's probably about it.
I legitimately like all the Lego games. They are so fun. I don't even care what it's about. Just give me the thing, let me hit the button, and blast all the blocks off. It's so much fun.
Everyone books a week off work and the world economy collapses. Oh my god, for what? For Harry Potter? For Hogwarts Legacy? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I know for sure I will not be working very many hours the week that the game comes out. That's for sure.
Love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
I'm gonna go find somewhere to hide away with I don't know, a TV and a console and a game and
we'll have our normal YouTube Sunday Harry Potter live stream, but then every other live stream that I do is going to be on Twitch, and it's all going to be Hogwarts Legacy that week. So
this thing right here has sent me down so many rabbit holes.
This guy?
Yeah.
He looks like Poseidon.
Okay, is it Poseidon?
I don't know, but it looks like Poseidon.
Is it Herpo the Foul? Is it a cursed statue of Salazar?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like there are so many options it could be?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Is it a Horcrux of some kind? Is it going to come to life and kill us or attempt to? Yes, absolutely. I think that. Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly.
I'm serious. It looks like. It just looks like a boss.
Yeah, Sign, that's definitely going to be a thing. It does. Sign said they can't wait for the YouTube tutorials an hour after release on how to perfectly create Hermione. I'm sure there's going to be tutorials for every character. This definitely
and
looks like a boss.
So excited.
It looks like some kind of cave because look how the light is coming.
Attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has.
I definitely think it's some kind of dungeon. Oh my god, we got another ad.
When you can pause your Wi-Fi anytime with the Cox Panoramic
Wi-Fi
app,
what are you telling us about
creativity comes to life. Cox Internet, starting at $19.99 a month for 12 months for up to 25 megs. Ask about adding panoramic Wi-Fi.
Nor here either.
Fortune favors the brave. Join us now.
Okay,
Crypto.com.
I cannot be the only person that does this. When they give you like 7 men in a row,
the land is dying.
Like clip, like flash.
I have to find a way to fix it all.
One who's cute. Okay, hold on. Like, and I have no idea what that commercial was about because I was like rating the men's scale.
That's hilarious.
But whatever comes.
No, you're probably not the only one who does that.
I seriously have no idea what that commercial was about.
It was about crypto.com and getting a crypto card from crypto.com.
Well, then they shouldn't have given me 7 different guys to rate on the scale of ugly 1 to 10.
Honestly, whoever did the marketing on that didn't do a very good job because they didn't show a lot of diversity in that. That
was the football team, soccer team.
Yeah, but
okay. Just to know which club. Soccer players do not get rated by good looking and ugly. Are rated by either they got goals or did not score goals.
No. Sports players, we definitely rate our sports players. I used to choose which football team was going to win.
No touchdown or interceptions.
No. Which football team was going to win was chosen based on which team had the best butts.
There was only one Dave Beckman in that crowd. They just showed me. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
I only seen one on the scale. I could have put him in a suit and took him out in public, but the rest of them, they got to go sit at the pub by themselves.
I legitimately used to choose which team was going to win based on who had the best asses. I'd be like, that team's got the best butts, they're going to win. Yep. All right, back to Harry Potter. All right, so we're going to go back down into our little dungeon.
The attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
Because we come flying in on a carriage.
Our team is so excited to take
Where are we?
all of the love that they put into this as fans and give it to fans.
This is the game that they've dreamed of for 20
the
years.
Little hat doesn't fit on your head.
I know. Which is funny because, like, I was gonna say the first years it always like falls down over their face,
like, falls over their eyes because they have.
By the time you're in 5th year, you got a fat head.
Yeah, you got a real fat head.
That's hilarious.
The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich.
I love the art.
And all we had to do was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
This cat right here is so nice.
Movies.
I've
community manager?
talked to him. Yeah,
the lore of the
his name
Wizarding
is
World
Chandler.
is already
He's a
so
super
rich.
Nice guy.
And all we had to do.
He looks like a nice guy.
He is a super, super nice guy.
Is his last name actually Wood, though? That's what I want to know.
His last name is actually Wood.
What? That's awesome.
He says Oliver is not his cousin, but I see a resemblance.
I can see a resemblance for sure. Aw, Camden, you should go take a nap, love. Especially if you're going to join us for Don't Starve tonight.
Was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
The movies, the books, they all touched me in such a
Chandler's
way.
really
It
nice.
makes me want to go.
There's another guy, Troy Leverett, who's, I don't know exactly what Troy does, except for that I know he's working on this legacy stuff with WB. And he is also a super nice guy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Go to experience Hogwarts makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life just the charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize.
Boston Madsen.
Is really just the perfect handshake between the two.
With that name.
You could.
Just the discovery of like seeing things portrayed for the first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head.
Please, God, sell these prints and let me buy them.
Walk around
please.
I would.
You've got all these elements that can come together to create
That's a
this
cute emote.
amazing AAA open world action RPG.
when it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest? What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And we just felt like we had to answer those questions. What's beyond
Hollow?
It looked like
beyond
it.
that?
Let's
What's
rewind
beyond?
Good. What are these things stuck out of the ground?
That's what I'm wondering. They look like old
Are those
school
vanishing
TARDISes.
cabinets?
Are those TARDISes?
Well, that's what made me think vanishing cabinets.
No, I don't think they're vanishing cabinets. They look more like some kind of bird cage. Almost.
Like an atrium type of thing?
Yeah, that.
Beyond the Forbidden Forest, what's going to...
Yeah, that looks like Godric's Hollow.
That looks like Godric's Hollow for sure. It looks good.
Going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And we just felt like we had to answer those questions.
So is that the full map?
The Forbidden Forest. What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south?
Or is that just one area?
And we just felt like we had to answer those questions.
I feel like that's probably just one area map.
Oh my freaking God.
What do the numbers mean? 5, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6, 5.
Those are legend numbers. Those are squares. That's coordination numbers.
What do they mean? They correlate
to the areas. Those areas are going to have different names. Look, you can see the lines. You can see the lines bordering out each area like little counties.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have 6 areas.
Unless this is just one section that we have access to.
Yeah, they may only be showing us one section. Well, yeah, this has got to only be a partial map because look, there's no ones, 2s, or 3s on here. Or 4s.
Yep.
We have section 5-4 and we have section 6-4 and 5-6 and 5-5
there's nowhere
and 6-6 and 6-5.
There's nowhere that we could have like Diagon Alley either, it looks like. Because this is more...
this is going to be just one cut, one little corner of a map.
Yep, I think that's exactly what we're looking at.
Oh my god, this world is going to be so freaking huge, you guys.
It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive.
I'm so excited.
World.
I'm so excited.
We're creating a real wide palette of opportunities
see, like,
and ways to explore the world. You're going to see different stories that are really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts Legacy is an original story that takes place in the late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual.
Away from the school?
So already,
I wonder.
You what?
It looked like they were all leaving the school over the bridge.
In the late 1800s.
You are a new...
It does. I wonder how they got to school before the Hogwarts Express.
Oh, okay, I can tell you that.
Oh.
They took separate means of transportation. Some of them took brooms, some of them flew in on magical beasts, some of them brought in flying carriages, and some families came on flying carpets.
I want a flying carpet. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. New student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, in the wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
Or make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the wizarding world from, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their own. Fans of the series will know that
Just
ancient
over here
magic
living my best life.
has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold
So that
of
was a
ancient
goblin
magic.
you were fighting. So does
And
that
the
mean you get to
avatar,
fight
the
in the
player,
Goblin Rebellion?
has the ability to sense it and possibly
Which
wield
would like leave the question of if this game gives you choices, are you gonna fight
Do you
against
fight
the goblins or are you
with
gonna
them?
fight with them?
Mm-hmm. Because you know it was Dark Wizards that put them up to it to begin with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume you have that choice. But
Yeah, I would think so.
wield it or control it.
Our process of development started with rereading the books. And over development, we reread the books many times. Every time we'd start with a new feature, we'd dig into that. And then beyond, we would go into the films.
Well, that was the prefect factor. That's so
being
freaking
able
good.
to put our own spin on what this universe is was a pretty big deal. I helped design a piece that nobody has ever seen before.
What?
The Hufflepuff.
Why we gasped?
That was my Gryffindor tower.
Our own spin on what this universe is was a pretty big deal. I helped design a piece that nobody has ever seen before. The Hufflepuff common room. You know, as a Hufflepuff.
That's all the house. That's all the house dorms.
Buff,
That's cool.
You always wondered, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough.
I'm getting an owl.
A piece that nobody has ever seen before.
You're getting
the
an owl.
Hufflepuff common room.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep, that's a big old head wig over there.
See the kid in the right? It's got a snowy owl.
As a Hufflepuff, you always wondered, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know that fans will recognize certain names, they'll recognize spells, they'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway, I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new wizarding world that no one's ever experienced.
When people engage in the wizarding world, what's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was
anywhere
Hogwarts
near
itself.
as good as the art. This is just going to be so over the moon.
Oh, I know. I know.
What's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That school, that famous school of witchcraft and wizardry, is really what binds it all.
How to bring Hogwarts to life. That was a very big challenge because, as everybody.
So do you think, because we're getting this game that's based on Hogwarts legacy and our adventures at Hogwarts, that at some point they'll come out with one for Ilvermorny?
Oh God, please.
How cool would that be? I think that would be another really cool
it
route
would
for them
be
to take.
so cool and so awesome, but for that game to actually work, it needs to have some other context to go with it. So they need to go ahead and produce that Ilvermorny TV show that they've been talking about for a hot minute. Go ahead and get that.
We probably wouldn't be seeing something like that for years down the road, but I think it would be
years down the road. To me, to my mind, as far as the fan base goes, it would be the logical next step.
It would be, absolutely.
After closing the Fantastic Beasts story, to open up the Ilvermorny story as the next progression in the wizarding world exploration.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Knows Hogwarts
and
is
it
huge.
would be stupid
now we
for
need to
them
know exactly how
do
this
that,
passage connects
because
to this
obviously
passage for
this is a
game,
fan base
because you're gonna
that
have to walk
sticks.
it.
And of course,
we've been here since 1999.
It's a fan base that sticks. It's a fan base that has an opportunity to continue to grow because the world is endless. It's endless. And so, like, there's just so many opportunities to expand the fan base and immerse people further in it in a way that keeps us engaged. So
truly makes it a wizarding world and not, hey, we're going to Hogwarts.
Yep, exactly.
Because Hogwarts is cool, but it's just one school in Scotland. inside the entirety of the magical world.
Yep.
They could literally take the magical school map that is considered canon. I forget which book it was in, but it was in one of the books. But they put it on the Harry Potter lexicon. But it shows where several of the magical schools are on the map. So they could literally just pick a school every 5 years and keep this going for a very long time.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just again, the Sentient Castle, it's got new surprises up its sleeves. It likes to keep its students on its toes. We've put so many little secrets and passageways and rooms in this castle.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to, and we have to make the connective tissue that brings all that together.
Adding a world that is a breathing, living world.
That's at Hogsmeade Station, so that means they are using a train.
Well, when were trains invented? Hold on.
According
this
to
not that long ago, but I don't remember.
Yeah, according to canon, that didn't come into play until after the 1900s.
That doesn't mean they didn't have some kind of station, though. Because, you know...
It could have been a carriage station.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When were trains invented? Trains were invented in 1804, so they were invented in the early 1800s. Let's see, when were passenger trains invented? Passenger trains were invented in 1825. So they existed.
Yeah, but I don't think the Hogwarts Express. Okay. Let's see.
The first passenger-carrying public railway in the UK was opened by Swansea and Mumbles Railway at Oystermouth in 1807, using horse-drawn carriages on an existing tram line.
Okay. This is what the lexicon says.
Okay.
From early historical accounts and from the evidence of early woodcuts and engravings, Hogwarts students used to arrive at the school in any manner that caught their fancy. Some rode broomsticks, commandeered enchanted carts, carriages. Some attempted to apparate, often with disastrous effects, as the castle and grounds had always been protected with anti-apparition charms. Others rode a variety of magical creatures and carpets. In 1827, the Minister of Magic made a daring and controversial suggestion to solve the ages-old problem of how to transport hundreds of students to and from Hogwarts Castle every school year without attracting the Muggles' attention.
Okay. And it's 1890, so...
1827 is what it says.
Yep, which makes sense then if it's there, because if we're in 1890, you know.
Yeah, because the newspaper said September 1st, 1890.
Yep. Yeah.
So she was intrigued by Muggle technology and saw the potential of using the Muggle steam locomotive.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. There you go. The more you know.
About the details.
Apparently,
and as a concept team, we really...
There's that wall that you were talking about.
Yeah, so they did like the biggest memory concealment charm ever in the history of the magical world to conceal
Platform 9 3/4.
The Hogwarts Express, and that was in 1830. So the Express should be there.
Yep, makes sense then. There's that weird wall.
There's that weird wall.
I think it's like the wall that goes to Hogsmeade with the bricks, and then they shift, you know?
Yeah, I definitely think it's the same type of spell. Just wonder what's on the other side of that wall.
Some kind of dungeon or vault. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like you're going
into
those
details,
some type of
studied
castle
history,
ruins.
studied architecture,
I hope that when fans play the game, they get as lost in it as I do. I can just be reviewing a side mission, and all of a sudden I find myself wandering Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy.
It's going to be so fun.
Get that letter to Hogwarts and go to Hogwarts.
We're so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay, that guy. That last guy.
The older guy?
It's going to be so fun.
The last clip of that battle
We're
scene.
so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts Legacy.
That one?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta double down with James on that. That's gotta be a Knight of Walpurgis.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I am in 100% agreement with that.
They were the predecessors. Oh, can't talk.
Predecessors.
Of the Death Eaters. Yes,
Yep.
predecessors.
I got you.
Of the Death Eaters, and they wore the same type of costumes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with that too. When he reviewed that in that video, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I love that we just get to blast it.
We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play.
We
Our
did.
team
Thank
is
you.
so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly what fuels us. On behalf of our team at WB Games Avalanche,
thank you.
we want to thank you for being here today, and we'll
Thank
see you at
for,
Hogwarts.
Staying and chatting about it with me rather than just having me sit here and ramble on about it for an hour, because I would have.
I'll laugh at me in my state of overexcitedness.
No, it's been much more fun talking about it with you. Much more fun talking about it with you. I'm super excited about this. I know that anybody who's here or was here or is watching this on re-upload to YouTube, whether it's the VOD or whether it's the edited one that I'm gonna do, like, I know we are all so excited about this game. And yeah, just, I mean, stay tuned for more news, you know, where we talk about it in Discord, we talk about it on Twitter. Make sure you're following all the WooTuber fam who, you know, we're all left over from Wizards Unite, making content from that. And yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. And I'm so excited that we finally got some news and some updates, because let me tell you, it's been a long time coming.
It was a drought, wasn't it? It was a magical drought.
Yes. Yes. Anybody who's here right now, like I said, I will be uploading this VOD to YouTube, but I will also be doing an edited version for my main YouTube channel as well. And then I will be back tonight. We're going to play some Don't Starve and hang out and have a good time. But before then, I'm going to try and get a 30-minute nap in and then make some dinner. So I'm going to head out, but let's see who we can raid. Is anybody that I know streaming right now? Croc is streaming. He's playing 7 Days to Die. Oh, Baron's playing Phasmophobia. Do we want to check out some Phasmophobia? I think we do. Yeah, we're going to raid Baron. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. I hope I see you tonight. If not, maybe I'll see you this weekend. And if nothing else, I'll see you around. I'll see you around for sure. Why isn't his YouTube or his Twitch coming up? Oh, because I put a E instead of a 3. There we go. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
There's a moment when we find our stride, and tomorrow belongs to us. This is the moment it all starts. It could happen if we're given the chance to play.
Hunt Showdown's about. Hey, Wilbur401 or 401. Yo, Shana Leigh, coming in here with a rating party of 9. Hello there. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody? Hi. All right, I'm going to put this up here because we're going to save this for when he comes at us.